Teenagers who do not go to university would receive £1,600 to spend on what they need to get on in life, Scotland's Labour leader has pledged. Jim Murphy told his party conference that he was keen to help those young Scots destined to enter the world of work straight from school. He also said his party would build more houses and double the number of classroom assistants. The Edinburgh conference was the final one before the election on May 7. Mr. Murphy explained that if there was a Labour government at Westminster after May, it would make changes to tax relief on pensions which would result in an extra £200 million for Scotland. Any seat that the SNP take from the Labour Party is an enormous step towards David Cameron clinging on to power in Downing Street in May. Jim Murphy, Scottish Labour leader. He said he wanted some of that additional spending to go on a future fund for 18 and 19-year-olds not at university, college, or in a modern apprenticeship. Mr. Murphy believes that £1,600 per young person could be used on training, setting up a business, driving lessons, or buying work tools. He told his party's conference, "We have always said that the opportunities enjoyed by those who get to university shouldn't come at the expense of those who don't. In higher education in Scotland, a young person gets an average of £1,600 spent on their fees. But what of those thousands who don't go to university, or who don't gain similar investment from the nation through college or an apprenticeship? They shouldn't get left behind." Mr. Murphy added that in the next few days his party would set out more plans about supporting young Scots. Stop Cameron. The speech to conference contained a warning message over voting SNP. Mr. Murphy told activists there, "In this forthcoming election there's only one organisation that can save David Cameron in Scotland. That's the SNP. The fact is that any seat that the SNP take from the Labour Party is an enormous step towards David Cameron clinging on to power in Downing Street in May." The Scottish leader, who was elected to the post 3 months ago, also attacked the Conservatives. He said, "If we don't stand up to Tory austerity, no one else will. If Scotland doesn't help prevent Cameron from getting into Downing Street, think of what it means for those families who are struggling to get by on food banks."